Hi my friends, welcome to today's Forever Yoga session where we will be practicing planks with a purpose. So our purpose is to create strength because planks are weight bearing, as well as energetically. Planks are amazing for our core, both physically and energetically. Planks are empowering. So it's a great yoga pose, and in a yoga practice, we do planks a lot when we practice sun salutations. But today, we'll stay low to the mat and do lots of prepping for our planks before we get to the holds. So all that said, we're going to start seated, get focused, get centered with pranayama, which is a short breath exercise, and we'll be sitting on perhaps a pillow. So gather up something to sit on, get comfortable, and I'll meet you back where we will begin, like we always do, by getting grounded. Hi my friends, welcome back. Let's get right to it. Come to a comfortable seat and close your eyes. Once you've allowed yourself to go inside for a moment with an internal gaze, you might scan around your physical body, make any slight adjustments so that you are comfortable in your chosen seat. And then as you take your next easy breath in through your nose, think of expanding your chest in all four directions, so 360 degrees around. So take a soft breath in and notice the expansion of your chest, rib cage, back. And then as you easily exhale through your nose, you'll feel a sense of compression, a deflation, right? So please practice that breath at your own pace. So it's not the biggest breath you ever took, and it's not the hugest exhale you ever released. It's easy. But allow yourself to be very aware of how you can control your breath and how your breath is controlling your body, your lungs. And use this practice to become completely present here and now in this moment in your body. Inhale, expand your chest, your upper lungs 360 degrees around. Exhale, slowly release that breath. And now let's take a collective deeper breath in to complete this pranayama. So now this next breath is going to be much bigger. So inhale through your nose and allow your breath to fill your belly, fill your chest, and really fill up. Come to the top of your lungs, expand everything, and hold. Feel the power of the breath. And when you're ready to release, you'll let it out through your nose, through your mouth, however you like. And then open your eyes if they are closed, and let's get started with our practice. Let's transition from the seat right now to all fours, table position. Okay, let's come to table position. Spread your fingers wide. Line your knees up with your hands. We'll begin a little bit of spinal warm-up, just the lower spine. So with your arms nice and strong and straight, you'll tuck your tailbone and round underneath you, tuck in, and then lift your tailbone and spread behind you. So do that several times. Keeping your neck, head, upper spine as still as possible. Isolate your lower back. Great. Do that several times. Tuck and lift. Round it under, lift it back. Excellent. Now pause there. And now for our upper back and shoulders, we'll do scapular push-ups, I think they're called. So we're going to drop the chest as the shoulder blades lift. See how I'm slumping down with just my upper back? Yep. And then push away and really push and feel your shoulder blades spreading on your back. So this is prepping us for plank by working and strengthening the shoulders mobility. Here you go. Drop it and press. Drop and lift. So it's a retraction and a protraction. How about that? Those are not yoga words. Press, drop, press, drop. Good. Now pause, hold, feel strength, engage your core, find breath. Good. And then lift up your feet, curl your toes, walk your arms a little bit forward. Maybe come up on your fingertips. Press down on the tops of your fingertips and feel the stretch and length from the top of your wrists, your palms, all the way back to your heels and your butt, right? You're breathing into the length you've created here, and there is definitely some pressure on your fingertips, pressing down as well as the backs of your hands pressing up. Good job. Now we'll come up back to table. And for just a moment, sit back on your heels. If sitting on your heels is really uncomfortable, you're going to be up in tall kneeling instead. I'm going to be down here on my knees for just a moment, on my heels. And we will interlace the fingers and bring the wrists together and circle around. So we're going to do this several times through the session because when we do plank, lots of wrist action, so we're going to be so kind to our wrists. So make figure eights, and then you can reverse direction. All right, and then relax and shake it out. Back to all fours, more happiness for the wrists. Okay, so with your fingers spread wide, going to slide and glide. As you come forward, you're creasing the wrists and putting pressure on the hands. Grip your fingers down and then come back, lift your fingers up and pull the backs of your hands towards your face. And do that several times. Okay? So slide forward, keep your spine straight, don't round it, and pull back, strengthening the hands and the wrists. Perfect job. Okay, now back to table, all fours. We'll take the one hand and rotate it around and have your fingers point towards your knees and put a little pressure there. And then come around. And if you can't get your hand all the way around, just as far as it'll go is fine, because that's a shoulder rotation as well. Good, and now let's do the other one. So rotate around, fingers point towards the knee. And you want to start giving a little extra stretch here by leaning back, testing the waters here. Come forward. So first hand back, second hand back. Two hands are pointing towards your knees. And forward, forward. Pick up the pace. Back, back, forward, forward. Back, back, forward, forward. Last time. Back, back. And now hold. Hips go back. Any amount. You feel this out for yourself. Breathe into it. Ambitious folks, I know there are a couple of you out there. You can curl your toes and lift your knees up off the floor. Woo! That's a fun one. You can go into down dog with your fingers in this direction if you want to. Breathe here. Okay. And then shake it out. Return one hand. Shake it out. Return the other hand. Perfect. And now rotate your hands so that the fingers are going to point towards each other and your elbows are pointing out to the sides. And mini push-ups here. So Before you go down, find your core muscles, your abs, engage them a little bit, and then just go down halfway and up. So let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lift back up, and return your hands to forward position, and settle back for another child or puppy stretch moment. Now, puppy stretch means the butt stays right up in the air. And child generally means you bring your hips all the way back to your heels. So you'll find one of these positions that feels appropriate for you. So there's no need to feel like one is better than the other. You might just relax in any position, and that would be terrific. Good. Okay, push yourself back up to your table. From here, we will lift let's say that's your left leg, lift the left leg behind you, hold it. Good job. And then lower. And now the right leg lifts up behind, hold it. And lower. And now we'll lift the left leg up behind us and lift the right arm up and hold opposing stretches. The arm, opposite leg, hold it here. And lower the hand, lower the knee, and then the other side. Lift, lift, and lengthen and hold. Lower and lower. And now we'll make this dynamic with movement. So we will alternate quicker. Ready? So lift one side and lower, opposite sides and lower. Inhale it up, exhale it down. Beautiful job. Good. And last side, lower. Curl your toes, take your hips back, hovering dog. Spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes, lift your knees up off the floor just a little ways. So it's a low dog. Just strengthening and preparing our bodies for planking. Good, and drop the knees and flatten the feet. Come back to your heels or come up to tall kneeling, your choice. Okay, once you've come back down, take a moment, find your breath. All right, extend the left arm in front, take the right hand, grab the left fingers and pull back. Left or right does not matter, actually. Okay, and then shake it out. And then the other side, take it forward, pull back. And shake it out. Okay, scapular, remember the scapular movements we did with the shoulder blades when we were here on all fours? We're going to do it open chain. Same thing, but without pushing against anything, just using our arms and our shoulders to work. So press forward, pull back. Press forward, pull back. Good job. Okay. And then lift both arms up. Your fingers are, hands are flat. Press your flat hands towards the sky. Good. And then come on down. Flat hands drop to your mat. Come to tall kneeling. And now step your right leg in front. Right foot down, top of the back foot pressing down. Find balance here. Yes. Nice straight spine. Pull your shoulder blades back together a little bit. And now both arms come up. Inhale. Now you can pull your shoulder blades up towards your fingers and your fingers up towards the sky. Hold here. Good. And then the arms come straight in front. And then pull the shoulder blades back. Lower the arms down. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Stretch up, straight in front, pull back, lower down. Last one. Inhale up, stretch up, arms forward, pull back. And now let's open up into cactus. Spread your fingers wide, feel the shoulder blades come together. Spread your fingers wide. Make a fist. Open and close. Open and close. Spread your fingers wide. Excellent. Float your hands down, frame your front foot. Curl your back toes, lift the back knee up off the floor. Rock a little bit forward and a little bit back. Little forward, little back. You could be on fists here. You could be on blocks here. Forward and back, forward and back. Now lift your hips up and dip them. Hips up and dip. Now find strong, straight spine. Plant if this is your left leg behind you, plant your left hand on the floor or your fist. I'm going to use a fist. Place your right hand on your right hip and pull into the hip crease there. And hold this position for a few moments. And option now to twist. So turn and look to your right, or whichever is the opposite direction. And then perhaps extend your arm up towards the sky. Find your breath. Root down and stretch up. Rotate that top arm around and down. Frame your front foot. Step back to a brief plank and lower to your knees. Lift up your feet, curl your toes, stretch back, and find your way back up. All tall, kneeling. Knees, hips, shoulders. Let's do the other side. Foot forward. Root down, root down. Good. Adjust all of your body parts in this position and your clothing. Good. Now, we're going to bring the arms straight up. Stretch up. This is what we're working on today, the shoulders. Stretch the shoulder blades up. Fingertips up. Good. Then come forward and then pull back. Now lower down. Good. Do that again. All the way up. Stretch up. Reach up. Keep reaching. Pull forward and then pull back. Lower down. Last time. Sweep them up. And this time, cactus the arms. Bring the shoulder blades together. Spread your fingers wide and have a lot of energy in the opening of the chest. This time, shoulder blades in, fingers spread. Make a fist and spread wide. Squeeze and open. Last time. Inhale through your nose. Float down. Hands frame your front foot. Curl your back toes. Lift back knee up off the floor. You're in a lunge. You can choose fists, blocks, fingertips, or palms. Good. Rock a little forward, little back. Little forward, little back. Now lift the hips a little, dip a little. So it's not a lot, it's a little. But your movement in the pelvis area, movement throughout. Great. Now pause in your lunge and prepare to twist. So you could use palm, fist, fingers, or a block to support you. Hand in the crease of your hip. Navel in, rotate, and choose to extend your arm. Here you want to feel an opposing stretch, right? A pressing down and a reaching away. Finding breath. And now, slow, circle. Hands come to frame front foot. Both hands come down for support or fists. Step back, plank pose. Knees drop. Hips back. Stretch. Perfect job. Let's come now to Sphinx pose. So forearms and belly down. So walk your arms in front so that they are elbows underneath your shoulders, fingers are spread, palms are down, and then tune into where your pelvis is and the tops of your feet. Good, rock it out a little bit so you feel comfortable and grounded. You might even bang the tops of your feet a few times to find energy there. Press into the tops of your feet. Okay, and then now we're going to pull back with our arms to isometrically energize the upper body. So pull the shoulder blades back and pull. It's like you're gripping the mat and pulling, like dragging your arms back towards your heels. And this is going to feel an opening of the chest a little bit too. Okay, so this is an energized Sphinx. Hold here. Breathe. Good. And now let's relax. Let your belly and your chest come down. Bring your arms in front of you. Cross them. We call this crocodile pose, where you've stacked your hands in front of you. And now, if you'd like, you could rest your forehead on your stacked hands and take a moment. In this moment, find your breath. Send your breath into your spine, into your belly, and into your lower back. And what if you chose to pick up your feet, both of them, rotate the ankles, go around and around and around, and then reverse direction. Excellent. And now pause with your feet and windshield wiper your knees gently side to side, just to release any tension you might have built up in your lower back. Good. We'll lower the legs back down. Place your hands right by your chest. Pull your shoulder blades together, and your forehead is almost on the mat, or maybe all the way on the mat. Shoulder blades back. Baby cobra. Feet are grounded. Slowly push away. Just come up a little ways. Inhale. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Release your arms behind you. Reach from shoulders to fingertips. Relax your neck. And now we'll lift up the chest and keep the legs down for the moment. Chest, arms lift and lower. And now we're going to add the legs, your choice. Inhale, chest up, arms up, both legs up. And this is locust, my friends. A really great bone, spine strengthening back bend. Hold it and find your breath. Just breathe into your spine, my friends. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stretch from shoulders to fingertips and stretch out your toes. And now when you're ready, you'll let it down. Place your hands by your chest, curl your toes, push back, find an extended child's, or maybe just, you might choose to go to a down dog here, totally optional. Downward facing dog, just as a stretch out. You can bend one knee, opposite heel to the floor, and the other, okay? Using this downward dog as a way to transition from our cobra, our sphinx, our cobra, our back bends to plank pose. So we're going to go ahead and do our top of the push-up plank. It's what you've all been waiting for. You may choose to drop your knees at any time, but let's try, everyone, to start with finding plank. So hands are underneath your shoulders, feet are a few inches apart. Make certain that you're not dipping the hips down, which would be tough on your lower back, or lifting the hips up, which isn't really plank pose. You want to have a nice straight plank like you're aboard in Home Depot. Think of a plank. That's the point of plank. And now, my friends, I'm going to ask us to take a break. Everyone drop to your knees, stretch back. Now, if holding top of the push-up plank was a bit much for you, you're going to do the next part on your knees, which is where I am right now, okay? This is a modified plank on your knees. Totally fine. Option 2, lift up, back up into full plank. And now here's the instruction I want you to try. Hands are going to pull back to your feet, and your feet are going to try to pull towards your hands. So it's an isometric pose where you are pulling opposing strengths forward and back to energize your core. And it creates this huge energy buzz, and it's not easy to hold. Drop to your knees and stretch back. And if you haven't done that before, let's say you've held planks in the past, but you can hold a plank and la 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 la, that's fine. You're in plank. But to get this incredible core strengthening benefit, try this method again. It comes from my yoga detour teacher, and it's a real game changer for strength. So come up into your plank, or you can do this on your knees. And now, once again, pull your hands to your toes and pull your toes to your hands isometrically. Make sure your head is basically in line with your spine. And let's hold. Hold, hold, hold. And don't forget to breathe. Pull, pull, pull. Energize, energize. Plank pose. Plank pose with purpose. I'm going to hold for 10 more seconds. When you practice this on your challenge, you might do it for 30 seconds and then maybe a minute. Okay, we're going to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees, relax, stretch back. And then your wrists got a big workout there, so we better shake them out. Okay, shake, shake, shake out the wrists. Perhaps figure eights again. All right, and now come up to tall kneeling. Knees under hips, hips, shoulders all lined up. Okay, from here, take your left leg out to the left and still make certain you've got a nice straight line with your center body. And now you'll take this arm, your right arm, stretch it straight up, and again, pull the shoulder up, stretch through the side body, and fingertips are pointing up. Now we're going to side bend over and hold. Find your breath here. Good. Inhale, exhale. Float yourself down to the mat with a little bounce. If you do a little bounce, it's actually a bone strengthening practice, but you might want to come down on a fist. You might even have a block nearby. I didn't bring my block today, but you want to get your hand down there. And then if you want the hip to come forward a little bit so you're still straight. And now you're noticing that pretty much your hand, your knee, your foot, your toes are lined up. Roll the shoulder back. And this is kind of a side plank variation. We're going to make our hip do some extra work now. Optional, lift this leg up. Optional, lift your arm up and find breath. Good. Try extending your arm straight over your ear. Keep that leg either toes touching the mat or straight ahead for balance. And lower. And now let's do side plank by extending this leg that is underneath out. And you can either put 2 feet on the floor or bend this leg with a foot grounded, or try the full Monty. Balance the edges of your feet and hold side plank. Variations, of course, could be that you might be on your forearm. There are many variations. So find the one you like to hold for 10, 9, 8. Lift your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knee, drop the other knee, come back to center. Take a rest, either seated back on your heels or up, tall kneeling rest. Find the spot center for a moment. Okay, let's do the other side. So, tall kneeling, knees, hips, shoulders. Extend the other leg. Stay straight here. Extend your arm. Lengthen it up. Really pull it up. Side bend over. Find your breath. Prepare to float down. I gave you all those options on the first side, so you'll figure out a way to come down that works for you. Once you're down, I do like coming down with a bit of a bounce, but you might not want to. And now roll your top hip back and lift your leg up. Option. Okay. Total optional positions for holding. Breathe here. Try extending the arm. Get really long and strong. And prepare for side plank variation. So you can drop, okay, so your options are, of course, what are your options? You could keep 2 feet down like this. You could balance. I'm going to try to balance. This side is my weaker side due to the fact I broke my finger. One side is oftentimes stronger or weaker. Hold and breathe. Don't collapse. Keep strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly release. Knees down, back to your center, and breathe. I feel like my hair is out of whack. Close your eyes. Tune into breath. Good, and then relax, shake out shoulders, do some shoulder rolls, and your hands and wrists. Good. Let's do some love for our feet and our core. Come to your back. Let's find our way to our backs. Bring your knees into your chest. Give lower back some love by rotating around. Your hands are on your knees, your legs are relaxed, and you're simply circling around your sacrum. So just really feel the lower back and the bones of your sacrum here. Can you do that? Can you tune into your triangle of lower back bone, right? On both sides of your spine. Send some love into your spine, my friends. A little pressure is a good thing. Good, back to center. Plant both feet on the floor. We'll keep the left leg down and bring the right knee up. If you can bring your hand in front of the knee, right at the shin, that's cool. You can press there, and if that doesn't work, you can bring your hand behind the knee. And then you'll give your hip gentle pressure. Rock it side to side. Good. Extend that leg up to the ceiling. Flex your foot. And then take the side of your foot and rest it at the top of the opposite thigh. Take that same side hand and press your inner thigh away, and giving yourself a hip opening stretch. The foot that's on the floor can come up now, and you can interlace the hands behind the thigh there if you can reach. If you can't, it's, you don't have to. And breathe. Feel the length in your spine. Roll your head gently side to side a little bit. Rock everything to center if you find yourself rolling over one direction too far. You want to be centered. Flex both feet here and breathe. You may be breathing into sensation, right? Good, and then we will release that by crossing the leg all the way over. Keep your head and upper back down, but pull the tailbone off the floor here. Flex both feet. And release, undo, shake it out, and other side, both feet down. Draw the knee in. Little love for the hip here with some circles on one side. Just side to side, forward and back. Circles. Now extend your leg to the ceiling. Hands behind the thigh. Point and flex. Point and flex. Now, take the side of that foot, rest at the top of your thigh. Take the same side leg, hand from that leg that's bent, and press your inner thigh away. And now the foot that's on the floor can come up. You can reach through and go in behind the thigh if that works. If you find yourself rocking to one side, come to center, flex both feet, hold. As before, breathe into sensation. I know you're feeling something. Be with it. There should be energy happening. Energy happening. Good, and now you'll release your hands, slide the leg that's bent cross, so you've got crossed thighs now. Be relaxed here, shake it out a little bit. And now hold. Upper body stays down, head stays down. Flex both feet, and you might want to play with this and pull the tailbone up off the floor if you want. Awesome, and release and shake it out. Let's love our feet now. Okay, keeping let's say your right foot stays down, the left leg comes up. Have the hands be behind the thigh if you like. And here we go. Writing the word love with your foot. I start with a capital L, L, O, V, and now a small e, lowercase e. Now I'm going to write it backwards. L, O, V, and a backwards small e. One more time, same side. L, O, V, E, and backwards. L, O, V, E. Perfect. Love your foot. Other side, pick the other knee up, interlace your hands behind your thigh. And here we go. L, O, V, E. And now backwards. L, O, V, E. One more time. L, O, V, E. Backwards. L, O, V, backwards, lowercase e. Yay! And now dying bug pose. Pick up your feet and shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, and that's almost it. We're going to do one bridge because I do a bridge a day. We'll walk the heels in, heels under knees today, arms beside you. Spread the fingers wide, root down in the arms, root down in the arms. Now bring awareness to the back of your head. Slowly roll your head side to side, back to center. And prepare for bridge. So root down to rise up, lifting your hips up off the floor. And when you get where you get to, you want to try to get to a place where your spine is in a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Then engage your inner thighs as if you were squeezing a beach ball. Engage your glutes ever so gently and breathe into your hips. So hip bones are pressing up. Now breathe into the muscles of your spine and think about how they are pressing up into your vertebra. But keep your chest relaxed. Do not need to push your chest up, just let it be. And press down on the arms. Optional to bring the arms underneath, interlaced fingers. This will give you a little bit more leverage. Root down to rise up. We'll do this as a hold today. Now, remember the isometric hold in the plank. Let's do it in the bridge today. So take the arms out, bring your heels, engage, pull your heels towards your head, and press down on the upper arms. So just feel a pull back. Notice when you do that how much engagement happens everywhere. Yeah? So isometrically pull your feet towards your head, push your arm bones down into the mat, find your breath, and you've really created an energetic, strong bridge today. Okay, let's let go. So release your arms first, and then come down slowly in a straight line with your spine. Lower back touches down, pick your feet up off the floor, and relax. Find counter poses that make sense for you right now. Perhaps you are a fan of the windshield wiper, side to side, or perhaps another knee down twist. And lastly, hands underneath the edge of your butt, palms face down, knees in, both legs straight up. If holding both legs straight up is a challenge, bend your knees. Hold here. You've got your hands underneath the edge of your butt just for a little bit of extra support for your lumbar spine. It's kind of optional though. Close your eyes. This is a restorative moment. And now you'll release. So allow yourself to come back down, draw the knees in. Rock your way over carefully, keeping your head low as you move into your seated position. I'm going to grab my pillow, and we will end seated as we began. So what P word will you meditate on? What are the possibilities? I won't prompt you. You've got one in your mind. Find it. Connect with that word. My word today is, we got so many, but I think I'll settle on persistence. Be persistent in my practice. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Find your intention of your meditation here. And then please open your eyes if they were closed. Bring your hands together and rub them. Draw prayer hands to your heart and send a prayer for peace to all beings and to your own heart. I wish you well. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your persistence, and I hope you'll go below this video and share your P word, your power word. What propelled you today to do this practice? I want to hear from you, so say hi in the comments, thumbs up if you liked today's video, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so, and below here you will also find, I think, a link to my private Facebook group. If you're not already in it, you should be. It's called the Strong Bones Challenge, and there we motivate each other to do bone strengthening exercises every day. So I'd love to see you there. Also, I do private one-on-one coaching. If that's something that would interest you, you can send me an email. My email's below. So I'll talk to you soon and see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.